Lovelies, have you ever drawn an amazing artwork? It's so good, it's so beautiful, and now when it's on to coloring it in, you have no idea which art medium to use? Visualize it. You've drawn this amazing artwork and you're so excited to fill it with color, but you look at all your art supplies and then you wonder, which one should you choose? Each art material, each art medium could give you different effect that could all work with your artwork, but it's hard to choose. Why choose at all? Why not choose all of them? Okay, so lovelies, this is the type of video I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to combine all my art supplies to make one epic art, but something was holding me back. But today is the day I do it. So I've gathered all the art supplies that I have available or at my disposal, and I've also already drawn an artwork because I don't need the video to be longer than it needs to. And now it's time to get to the art. Now, the only rules I have for myself is that I have to use all art supplies. I don't have to use every item of each art supplies, like with watercolor when I use it. I don't have to use every single color of the watercolor. I will challenge myself to do it, but I'm not holding myself to it. Once I use the majority of those art supplies, I'm good to go. So the art supplies I'm using today, well, I have to go around my room. What do I have? I have so much stuff. So one thing I know that I have is gouache, my baby. I also have watercolor. I have markers. Ever since I stopped using markers, I've just never really used it. It's not really my style. But it's time for redemption. My art skills have leveled up. So I think I should be able to use markers good now. I don't know. I don't like it. I have color pencils. And yeah, I'm just going to combine all these things. And you know what? I have acrylic paint. Wow. I just have these art supplies here just doing nothing. So this is the perfect video for me to use those art supplies because it's not doing anybody any good. Just packed up in my drawers now, are they? So I'm also going to throw in some miscellaneous art supplies that I have laying around and see what I could create. I don't know why I'm doing the Korean fingers, but I'm doing the Korean fingers. So this might just be my most epic artwork ever. Join me on my journey, lovelies, and let's go!
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the leaves. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game and we run on the flames till the morning.
Okay, lovelies. So the only way to take on this epic challenge is to make an epic artwork. So the story behind the drawing is that this girl, she is one of the chosen ones when the world is on the brink of destruction, and she and the others, however they are the only ones who can save the world. So the idea is a kind of back to ancestry kind of thing where each person in the group, I'm not sure how much yet, but she's one of the person in the group, have a spirit animal, and whenever they're in trouble they could call to the magic within them and release their spirit animals, and her own is an eagle. Hopefully the eagle comes across because when my niece looked at it, she said it was an owl. Oh, let's hope you guys got the eagleness that it is. And yeah, so the sword in her hand is made of pure magic from her, and her eyes glow, and I wanted to make her hair blue, but with the contrast with the bird behind her, well, the eagle behind her, it wouldn't have come across well. So I made sure to use each art supply to the best of their ability to bring out the effect that I want to portray. And I think for the most part that I succeeded.
From a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Oh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game. From a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Oh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we're golden, we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game. World succeed. And we're holding the key, yeah, we're tight as can be. We're rolling, just like we please. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. We're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. Gonna let the world know. We're dynamite. We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat. Paradise is waiting and we bought the lead. Ooh, getting caught in the mist, there's so many that never get out of. They're feeding the fears and the doubts. Ooh, but we go and we run to the end and we run without shame. We own the game, and we ride on the flames till the morning light, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Ain't nobody gonna hold us down. Break all the rules, let them run and hide, baby, 'cause we're dynamite. Gonna let the world know. We're dynamite. We're from a different time, yeah, we're of a different breed.
Okay, lovely. So this is the final result. I must say this may be my biggest, wait, my second biggest painting to date. So I wasn't so, okay, I'll put it down for now. I'm really proud of this. I wasn't really sure how all the materials or how all the art supplies would work together, but it surprisingly did. And this painting looks so blue heavy, yet I use so many colors in the mixing and everything to get these colors. So it looks so simple, yet I use so much colors, as you saw in the video. And I didn't get the glowing effect as much as I wanted. Her eyes are supposed to be glowing, but Photoshop it. I could be under that actually. And yeah, I'm really happy with the texture of the pencil, the color pencils. I love texture in painting, it's the best. That's why I do all my line work with color pencils. And the thing is, when I do mixed media like this, I usually use two art mediums. It'll be gouache and color pencils, or watercolors and color pencils. But I stopped using markers for a while, but it came out real good with the jacket and her skin. And yeah, mixed media is the bomb. So I'm so glad that I challenged myself to do this because I would have never done this in a million years. And I think I started a new series other than my boss lady series. So this is my new Back to Ancestry series. Thank you guys so much for watching me through my journey, through exploration of art, because everywhere you hear is that they have like one favorite art medium. People do mix media, but do they do so much so much different art mediums and the same painting? No. If you know somebody, please tell me I could get some tips, because you get, I can't still pick it up. You get so much different effects from different art mediums, and they can all come together in one painting. Because when I first started painting, I always had the mindset that you could only use one. If you start with markers, you finish with markers. If you start with watercolor, you finish with watercolor. No, that's a rule to be broken. Who told me that rule? I don't even know. So I hope you have fun. Experiment with all your art mediums. You might find something you didn't even know that you'll have fun with. I didn't know I like color pencils as much unless I experimented with it. So thank you, lovely, so much. Oh my gosh, I did always stay forever to say goodbye. But thank you, lovely, so much. I'd like to thank my patrons so much for giving me support. And I'll see you guys in the next video, lovelies. Bye. Hey, hey. Yeah. Bye.
We're moving through the night like we're from a different star, flying over streets and our broken hearts. But they can't even touch us, we found a different beat.